Hey guys, I'm Rex for TPS, and today we got a different video. We got a power test and an accuracy test. Now the power test won't be done as usual, whereas the gun shot through a small hole and it'll give you the FPS. What I'll be doing is just debating the power on the damage it does to a cardboard target. Right, so as you can see, we got a bit creative with the name. We called it Bob Jeff, because why not? Now, as you can see, it's a very badly drawn circle, because I could not be arsed to draw a proper circle with the compass and everything. So you're welcome. We've got good here, okay here, bad here, as you can see if you can read my writing. Basically, it's simple enough, you know. I'm going to aim. I'm relatively good at aiming. Not to boast or nothing, but I will shoot probably first of all with my most accurate gun, the M9, or M22 if you're using this BB gun term. And that will more or less land right there. Or the shotgun, for instance, or the Thompson. All those are pretty accurate guns. Now, if I get in that hole, right, you may get giddy if you will, then the accuracy is good. If it's in that one, it's not bad or okay. If it's outside the circle or hits it at all, then it's pretty bad, okay? So that's why the wording. So yeah, as I said, I'm pretty accurate with a gun. You'll notice on the future Guns and Runners videos that we'll be posting up sooner or later, hopefully more sooner than not. The accuracy is all over the place and the gunfights do last quite a while. The reason why is because the BB guns, they're not airsoft guns, they're not really designed for long range, medium range, or outside battles. Outside battles at close range, however, they're okay, but otherwise, you know, if you've got like a relatively large fence, that'll block the wind so the bullets will travel before they just whiz up somewhere else. So I'm going to place this in position. I'll turn the camera around. You'll be seeing me coming back and forth for this because I'm going to try and get as many guns as I can done. Preferably around about the 10-minute mark. I don't want the videos to be too long and you guys get bored of them and start clicking off them. So I will try as hard as I can to make it entertaining for you. But you know, I'm just a man. Right. So first of all, I'd like to point out that is this skin of a snake. My snake shed today. So well done on him. Moving on. We'll start off. I just said the M9, but now I'm thinking about it. Start off with the Thompson, I think. This is a relatively accurate gun. My brother-in-law managed to shoot a nail standing up. I couldn't give you a rough from where it was. I'll point in the direction when I turn the camera around again. I'll tell you, he was standing just behind where the camera is and he shot the nail off. Basically, it's a really accurate gun, but the sight isn't great. Unless you take this part off, this rail off, which I might do soon, you won't be able to see the sights, so it's quite awkward. But you'll have to get one for yourself to find out the sights to work. So moving on, what I'm going to do, obviously, insert a mag, cock it. So it's not cocked first. Make sure actually that should be a safety. I do apologise for that. But I'll be shooting the target. I will turn the camera around. You won't really see much, and I will bring the target closer to the camera so you can see it, and then we'll sign it saying what gun done what hole, so you don't get confused. Now, I won't do it by writing down the actual name of it. I'll probably just put its first letter or something, and we'll go from there. So we've already hit the 3.5 minute mark, which means we've got to get this done quickly because I want to do as many as I can for 10 minutes. But still trying to speak enough English for you guys to understand what I'm saying. Now, I'm standing back toward the wardrobe, which you've seen, or calls it, if that's what you say in America. Now, I will say now, aiming with this mask on is a pain in the backside. Is this still on 60? Nice. Because of all the holes to protect your eyes from bullets. It's quite annoying, so it'll put my accuracy off a bit. And down she goes. Oh, not bad, just missed it. Oh god, where's my pen now? Is that there? There we go. Now, if the marker dries up, I do apologise, but I'll just mark that now. We'll mark it with a T. Have I got any more guns with a T? I don't think so. So, can you see that? Is that enough in the light? Yeah, that should be. So as you can see right there, see that where that line hits right there where the tip of the pen is, that's where the hole is, okay? The line will be coming off of it. So just reach until you get to the line end and that's where the bullet lands. That'll be the same for all of them. Now, as for power, the bullet I do believe came back out. It came back out, it didn't go all the way through. I don't know though, because obviously you were the ones looking at it. I had this mask on, it's hard to see from long range. especially for stuff like small anyway. But anyway, moving on. So the power on that I know anyway is relatively good. I know that because it's one of the more accurate guns we've got. But now I know that shoots up a bit. I think you might have to look through it from a different perspective, because if you've seen a Thompson up close from the rear sight, you'll notice there's two parts to it. You've got the hole and the jagged part at the top. Anyway, right, that's enough about the Thompson. We'll move on. What I'll do, I'll just keep the camera there so you don't have to keep listening to it slowly rotate like. So next gun we'll be using 1911 type, which already has a mag in, which it shouldn't, but there we go. There we go. Right, so moving on. Standing about 13.8 feet, so if you're good with numbers, you'll know how far that is in any other measurement, but I don't. So that's what you're getting. Right, that one I heard bounce back, so we know it didn't go through. Right, there we go. How did I put the pen? There. We'll keep that on my person. Oh, that's quite 911. There we go. So there we go, that's where the 911 hit. Remember, I'm aiming the sights directly at where it says good. So where the bullet ends up is where the gun will take it. Remember, obviously we're inside and none of the windows are open. So the accuracy is as good as the gun will allow it to be. What I'll probably do, because I'm against the clock on this one, I'll do a more detailed in the future, and when I do I may take this video down. I haven't decided yet, but I'll do one video each. Try and keep them back below 5 minutes, but I'm against the clock today because I'm trying to get a lot of recordings done. So, yeah, what I'll do, some of these guns have suppressors with them. I won't use those because I got to do one shot without and one shot with. So, moving on, we'll use this one. This is a 1911 decorative. About this one, you'll notice that the barrel is missing, so that'll put the accuracy off a lot. So scratch that. Because of that, that'll give you a false reading, so I won't use that. I'll use a revolver next, 6-gun, 44 Magnum, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'll only put one bullet in and not waste time. There we go. So standing about the same range. Remember as well, I'm holding it in front of where I'm standing, so that does decrease the range a bit. There we go. See where that landed. Where did that land? Oh, there it is. Ooh, that one. The thing about the revolver is that it's good to look at, but it's not very powerful. So, you know, it marks you, but it doesn't do much. Now you'll see it at the bottom there. I put a 6-gun, if you could read that. Put that button there. Remember, like I said, I am aiming directly at the goods part, so, you know, however well they do is however well they do based on the gun, not on my accuracy. Not saying I'm, you know, pinpoint or nothing, but, you know, I can shoot straight, you know, I don't just go, like aiming the gun all over the place. I'm doing hand actions, I don't know why, you can't even see what I'm doing. But, yeah, that's the gun's fault, not mine. Oh, by the way, there's another thing. I'll be getting 2 new guns soon. I ain't decided yet, so I'll let you guys decide this, because it'll be a while roughly until I get them. This will be on your thing, so put this down in the comment section, message me directly, however you like to do it. Shall I get an RS-ASS sniper rifle? It's very cheap, so not very good. If you take the sight, the scope and the bipod off, it looks like the STG-44. Type those in on Google if you don't know what they look like. And a 6.99 M9 or a 6.99 being the price. So £6.99 M9 or £6.99 1911 type. Both of those are the same price, very cheap, very similar, just different designs. I'll show you at the end of this video, just as we go over the time, what each gun looks like. They're both in orange and they're both probably crap, but that's all I can afford. So should I get the RS-ASS SGG-44 or a P99 type? Okay. Now if you don't know what that looks like, it's on MW3, then that's how you're going to look at to see what it looks like. Looks very similar to the red gun over there if you can see that. Right, let's move on. I'll probably hit about 11 minutes now because I just realised how much time I wasted talking then. Yeah. Right. And that's another thing as well, why it takes so long to shoot. Has to read this, because I'm making sure I line up the shots so it's a fair reading. Can't even see what I shot. Oh, I see it, right. It's a shame, that gun's really nice, but it's not very accurate. H. But a Hulk. If you don't agree with me calling it a Hulk, man, you can comment in the comment section. If I get enough, then I'll stop calling it the Hulk and call it by his actual name. So that's where the H hit, right about there. Right, running that back. Do apologise as well, how long it takes me to set everything up. I could bring the camera to there, but the only reason why I don't is because it's on charge. Because of course I'm using an iPad, not an actual camera. That's why the quality is relatively bad, but I do apologise for that, but I will sort that out soon enough. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll do the Star 45, and then I'll go move on to one a bit nicer, but very less accurate. It's an M4. Is the M4 Spring? Yeah, okay, you know what, no, I'm going to do the M4 Spring instead, because the M4 electric is quite all over the place. Now this one I never thought to be accurate. I don't use this one very much. Oh, there it is. The bullet's still in there. That's the Star 45. And that's where that landed. Okay, so that'll be it for now actually. Because I just realised the time on it is gone over 11 minutes. So I'll do the M4 after. What I'll do, I'll probably record it, put this in a part 2 for it. I wanted to get as many as I can done today, but you know, and for the time it takes to upload all these, I may not get them all on today anyway. So that's that. I'm going to quickly show you now the M9 and the 1911. I'll be getting them soon, so those who watch it soon, get a comment on which one you want me to do. To buy, sorry. So the M9 will look like this, but all orange, and I think smaller, and a lot less powerful, I imagine. Okay, so this is the M9 shape. So it's either that for £6.99 or an orange one of these for £6.99. They look exactly the same as these, as far as I know. I don't know what the sizes are, but it'll be up to you, okay? So, comment down in the comment section, would you rather I get a 1911 or an M9? I may get them both eventually, but which one should I get first? And then comment as well on whether you want me to get the P99, the Amos's, by the way, they're not my guns, that's why they're over there in a separate area. So either I get the sniper or the pistol, completely up to you. The pistol is by the same make as the Hulk, and the other one, I don't know what that's like. There is a gun review on YouTube for it, but I reckon that gun review is awful. I mean, all you see is a barrel of the gun most of the time because the kids put the camera down facing up and has a gun over it. I'll do a proper one for it, so if you want me to get that one, I will. The P99, that one over there, the guy at Just BB Guns has done his own review on it, so you know, you'll get to see what that's like. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Rex TPS, and yeah, be sure to put in the comment section on which one you'd rather me get. So I'll be starting part 2 straight after this, and I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching.